Hey everyone, Vegetarian Zombie here. I want to welcome you to my new playthrough of a game I recently picked up. It's called Radiation Island. This is a survival game that I picked up for the painful price. And yes, I know you're going to be gripping your wallet when you hear this for a whole $3. That's right, this was just recently released. It was just pushed onto the App Store, and being a sucker for survival games, I couldn't help myself. So here we are, this typical survival game where you knock down trees, you collect wood, and yeah, we're on this island. The game actually starts off with this tutorial. Well, it starts off with a little cutscene in a tutorial sequence, and the tutorial sequence isn't really much to see. It's really just a boat. You're on a boat, I presume, and then the boat disappears and you're here. It's I shouldn't say a boat, a battleship. So this takes place in the 1940s, and you're in some Twilight Zone-based island. And I get the sense that there are the occupying Japanese soldiers here. So it's going to be... Oh, there's some wildlife again. Come back! Come back! I should have just let him run up the tree. He would just keep on running and running and running. Let's do a little exploring, shall we? The game, as you can see, this runs really well on my computer. I'm not too sure what this is. You can see, I think this is a bunch of different islands you can visit, or maybe it's the same island. I'm not too sure. And there's no way to really figure out what's going on. I'm guessing this is going to be one of those things where you encounter it and it later becomes significant later on in the story. But for now, let's just go through and sort of get acquainted with the interface. If I press I, that opens up my inventory, and my inventory slots are really small. Here I have a coconut. Let's get rid of that. And we have some sticks. I think that's stone. Okay, here's the first thing that I have an issue with the game. If you press the I key, you're going to see your inventory, and here's all the things that you have. You can see we have a pineapple, some stuff over here, some wood, some stone, and some sticks. The way you close your menu is by pressing the I key again. If you make the mistake like I do all the time, you'll press the I key, and then you're going to want to press the escape key. The escape key does not close the menu. Well, it does, but it opens up your journal instead. So you'll be seeing me doing this a lot. Here's the crafting menu. I'm going to hit the escape key, and you can see the journal comes up again. So I'll try to be careful with that, but my God, it drives me nuts. I will be cursing later on. Here we go. You can see these are right here. This indicates this is a journal segment, and it tells a little story. This is a point that I'm guessing I'm going to have to go to. You can see this is stuff actually, this is a new game, and this is stuff I've collected in a previous game, so it hasn't necessarily... It's sort of keeping that around. I'm not too sure why they do that. Here's our chests here, and you can see we can get some other food. We're going to take some medicine, and we'll throw some fish here as well, even though now I'm completely filled up. I'm guessing you'll create maybe new stuff that you can ultimately have more and more items. What I find is I quickly run out of space, really quickly, like within a few buildings. So you can see my stone axe. This thing's about to die, and there it goes. So let's do some crafting. Here's the items that I can craft. You can see I have all these different categories I can craft. So we're going to start off with the very basics. We're going to start off with our typical stone axe. And you can see we got a simple crafting timer like that. Then I'll hit, let me see, this is the U. I hit the U key this time. You can see we got a new stone axe in our inventory. Let's build a pickaxe because, of course, this is a survival game, and every survival game must have a pickaxe. You can see that I just read a journal task was completed, so let's open up the journal. I'm not pressing escape that time. I'm pressing the L key if you're curious. They gotta work on some of these things. So here you can see this is what I like about the game, is that it gives you a nice set of tasks to do to actually. It's funny, it says hunt an animal for meat. Did I kill something? I don't think I did. So you can see you can do all these things, and this will sort of walk you through the game to play. So we just created a pickaxe, and we need to craft and place a storage case. Okay, let's do this now. We've got our stone axe, and we're going to chop this guy down. There's so many containers in this game, I'm not too sure if creating a storage case is all that necessary. But we'll do what the game says, so let's just keep on doing this. We'll put it outside. So we're gonna come here and we'll, I believe it's, there it is. We're gonna build this like so. And one thing I like is when you switch items like so, you can see there's a craft, not a craft timer, but a timer. So this doesn't allow me to place it outside. That's interesting. All right, we're gonna put this right here. Journal task completed, and now I can put more stuff away. Ah! So I'm not too sure if I mentioned that this was an iOS game. If you're interested in playing this or you have a PC and are unable to play this, then I highly, well, I shouldn't say I highly suggest. I suggest you check it out. My jury is still out for this game. I'm still a little... There's a lot of things that are interesting, shall I say. Okay. There's a pineapple over there. We need to grab that pineapple to eat. I thought I had a pineapple, but... Oh, I think I do. Yeah, here it is. And I just click it to eat, like so. And you can see all I'm doing is I'm filling up my food bar. Ah! My God. Okay, guys, developers, if you're watching, patch note number 1: make escape close out menus, not open up the journal. That's crazy. All right, let's do some mining. This is mining. It's very much like chopping down a tree. And we get stuff for it. I'm not too sure what this stuff is. I haven't really crafted anything with that mining stuff, so there's my jump. We'll come back to our chest. We're gonna put this stuff away. Typically, I wouldn't be so cautious with this or so inventory management already. But the problem is that, you can see we have not many inventory spaces to work with, so we gotta do that. Let's check out what our next journal task is. Open up the journal, and you can see we've completed all these 8 items. Next, we have to craft and place a campfire for the night. I don't know how to craft a campfire. This is another problem. You come here. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to our crafting interface. There's nothing that says to create a campfire. So I've gone through here. Maybe I'm missing something. If you've played this and... Oh, geez. I guess I am missing something. Okay, so we need some stone, which I think we have. I can't believe I missed that. You don't understand. I went through every section yesterday. Every section looking for the campfire. And then I went online, and no one was talking about it because naturally it seemed pretty easy. What's this? Iron ore and... What am I doing? Stone. We need the stone. All right. Oh, so we need to find some more stone. And I think we're going to have to mine. Maybe... I think you get that for mining. I'm not too sure. Hey, coconuts! Ah! Being an iOS game, you can tell that this runs really smoothly on my game, but you can see it's the ground is pretty much just textured geometry right here. What's kind of weird is just the soundtrack is just silent a lot of times. It's really weird. Or I shouldn't say the soundtrack. It's just the sound design. So you can hear me walking on the sand, and it doesn't really sound like you're walking on sand. It sounds like you're walking on maybe a dirt floor or something like that. There's another coconut laying out in the middle of the beach. Not too sure why that got there. Here's another one. I'm hungry, so let's open up the inventory and we'll eat a couple, just like that. It's kind of interesting the way they do things. You can hear the ocean. Right now you can start hearing it, but it's really a silent game for the most part. Well, actually, I can't hear the ocean at all. So you'd think that would be the predominant sound on an island. Maybe it's because of the limitations of the engine and so forth. And it's funny, all the details of the engines. You can see the rolling mountains. I don't know, the nice skybox, the moving skybox, and the flying birds. I mean, that was a nice touch. Let's build ourselves a fire. So we're gonna do that, and we will. That's just all you do. I'm not going to press the escape key. There we go. All right, let's go back to my house, and we'll get it going. The combat in this game is unfortunately not very good. The animals are sort of like the animals... Well, if you think of The Long Dark, and if you haven't played The Long Dark or seen any playthroughs of The Long Dark, I highly suggest you check it out. It's a really awesome game. Really fun. The animals in that game, the wolves in The Long Dark, are a little crazy, but the animals in this game are just nuts. pure nuts. They are like long dark wolves on meth. They are crazy. I'm not gonna put the campfire. Oh, I haven't seen. Was that a sheep or something? We're gonna get us some mutton. Here you go. Come on. Here's the combat right here in a nutshell. Hey! And you can see this strange glow around them. I'm not too sure what that is. Doesn't necessarily work, whatever it is. Hey, inventory is full. And I think we got, what is this? Let's open this up, and we got some sticks. I don't know. And this game also suffers from what a lot of survival games suffer from, is that it seems like you can eat until your stomach is bursting, and then 5 minutes later you'll be hungry. All right, let's place this campfire. We're gonna place it right here. How's that sound? Journal task complete. Here we go. I'm not too sure about the utility of the campfire, but that's what we have. Ah! Actually, I wanted to open that. So, we come back down here. Next, we have to craft a torch, and to do that, we need animal fat. I should have had animal fat, but unfortunately, I don't know if I got any from that thing, that sheep. Let's go back over here real quickly and see. I'm not too sure what this is. Oh, that looks like it's pelt, the wool. So maybe I could make a wool jacket from there. And before I close this off, I think I should show you. Hey, there's my fire going. I should have built that inside the cabin. Fall damage is kind of weird in this. You can fall. I jumped from that tower thinking I would survive. I've jumped maybe half the distance with no damage, but I died instantly. So your mileage may vary. And what else we have here? There's no way to shut off those icons indicating for you to pick something up. They're just part, there's, unfortunately, you got to live with them. Oh, here's a split. That could come in useful. This fishing bait will probably come in useful. I'm just going to leave that here. And what else we have here? Another big problem is that this game, unfortunately, does not have random loot. Meaning, once you know where an item is, you always know where that item is. And that's why I'm coming here, because I'm going to get a bow. Let's take these sticks, we'll put them back, and we'll replace the fish with the arrows. Actually, let's put this here. All right. So here's the bow. Bow actually the sound for the bow is pretty cool. Here we go. And you can see we got a little crosshairs here. That's kind of funny. You can see the smoke through the geometry. Again, $3 game, folks. You got what you pay for. So let's see if we can find anything to shoot. I haven't been able to craft any arrows. And here's the thing. What I'm doing is actually kind of dangerous so far because the animals are hyper aggressive. They'll lock onto you in no time. Last time I played this, I had two tigers and then 3 wolves attack me within, I kid you not, 2 minutes. I killed them all. Oh, we got a wolf. I hear a wolf. There he is. And welcome to combat, folks. Shoot. Oh, he shoots and he scores. Again, kind of janky. I think we can get our animal fat from there. So I don't need the wool. I don't even know what I need that for. I'm probably going to regret that. But I doubt it. What did I just pick up? What'd I get? Oh, I got a fang. Okay, whatever. In fact, let's leave both of that stuff behind. So what I'll do is I'll go back, and I just wanted to show you combat, show you what that was like. What the heck was that? And this does have a day-night cycle, and I think it's I don't know what that was. It's gonna give me nightmares. When it's dark out, it's one of these games where they're like, hey, it's dark, so you shouldn't see anything. And it's really not fun. Also, the animals supposedly go a little crazy. So you have animals all in your face, and they'll attack you and stuff. I don't like games that I can't see, personally. I understand the concept of realism. Hey, we're gonna get some more fish again, and I completely let's eat a fish just like that, just like that. I don't even have to cook it. Ah! But I hate games where it's just like, I don't know what those are. Radiation pills. These will probably come in useful. I think in the center of the island, there's lots of bad stuff. So ultimately, that's where we're going to go. And this is going to be a small playthrough. I'm not going to do many episodes of this. It's just kind of interesting. I thought it was kind of fun that they came up with a survival game, you know, for so cheap when you think about $3. Pretty cool. And let's put on the radiation suit. Can I do that? Radiation suit. That's right. I am all geared up. Ah! Well, it's getting dark here. As you can see, I'm not able to... I have no idea where I'm going now. I was hoping my fire would be able to lead my way. If it's dark for you, I apologize. Evidently, my fire went out. So I guess your fire has a limited range. Well, what I'll do... Oh, here it is. We'll light this up. Can I light this up? No? Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this episode. You've got an idea of this game, and, you know, maybe a few days from now, we'll come up with a few other episodes as well. Again, this is Radiation Island, $3 on the Mac App Store. If you don't have a Mac, then what you can do is pick it up for, I don't know how much it costs for iOS, but if you have an iPhone or iPad, you can play it on that. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode. I will catch you in the next one.